ko sa taas.
Ngayong buntag.
Several areas across Misamis Oriental and Misamis Occidental were flooded and hit by landslides on Christmas Day after the shear line in southern Philippines triggered localized thunderstorms. Misamis Occidental was heavily affected, with at least 2 people reported to have died in a landslide in Oroquieta City. In Misamis Oriental, Jinggoog City was declared to be under a state of calamity, causing thousands to spend the holidays in evacuation centers. To help communities in need, several organizations are leading donation drives and relief efforts to respond to the needs of affected families in the 2 provinces in northern Mindanao. The province of Misamis Occidental recorded 6 casualties on Monday, December 26, as flooding incidents continued to affect different parts of northern Mindanao region, displacing more than 40,000 people. The First Provincial Mobile Force Company, PMFC, and Oroquieta City Disaster Risk Reduction Management Office, DRRMO, conducted the latest retrieval operation in Purok 3, Barangay Milen after the victim's house was buried in a landslide. The fatalities were identified as Elenita Colomyan and her father, Mario Sambiag. The landslide was caused by continuous rains since December 24, which the Philippine Atmospheric, Geophysical, and Astronomical Services Administration, PAGASA, refers to as shear line event. Data from the Office of the Civil Defense Region 10, Northern Mindanao, and the Regional DRRM Council, RDRRMC 10, recorded 4 other deaths, 2 injured, and 3 missing in Misamis Occidental. The provincial government, through the Provincial DRRMO, PDRRMO, has continued its response operations in flooded towns where public infrastructure were damaged and houses were submerged in flood water. Governor Henry O. Aminal has activated supporting units in charge of relief operations for the families sheltered in evacuation centers, in coordination with the Department of Social Welfare and Development, DSWD. Today's rainfall, December 26, has slowed, but the water flowing, downstream to lowlands, from the hinterlands is still strong, he said in a media briefing. Aminal said the PDRRMO and allied units are on the field for immediate response. The RDRRMC recorded 7,540 individuals or 1,769 families evacuated in Misamis Occidental as of Monday. Of the 11 LGUs affected, the town of Jimenez has the highest number of evacuees with 5,741 individuals or 1,327 families. Meanwhile, in Misamis Oriental Province, Jinggoog City has the most number of evacuees among 8 local government units, LGUs, affected by the flood with 156 individuals or 7,089 families. In an interview, Jinggoog City Mayor Eric Canosa said their city DRRMO recorded damage worth more than P100 million. Initial estimated damages in fisheries are around P15 to P18 million. We had damaged crops amounting to P25 to P30 million, he said. Canosa also said infrastructure damage amounted to P50 to P75 million. DSWD 10, in partnership with OCD 10, has initially distributed 6,600 food packs to affected families in Jinggoog City. The RDRRMC also reported evacuees from LGUs in the provinces of Camiguin, Bukidnon, and Iligan City. The country's National Disaster Risk Reduction and Management Council said in a statement on Wednesday that 9 people are also injured in rains and floods that hit the Southeast Asian nation over the weekend, ruining Christmas celebrations. According to the latest details, the rains and floods affected at least 10 regions of the archipelago nation involving 29 provinces. Heavy rains were recorded in Camarines Sur and Misamis Occidental provinces, as well as eastern Visayas, Baikal, and northern Mindanao regions. According to the Disaster Management Agency, the flooding affected over 102,476 families involving more than 393,069 individuals. Around 147, 86 people were displaced due to the rains and floods and are now staying in 292 evacuation centers, it added.
Naay mga tao na lukot sa taas.
Oo, kalang sa kwan mo.
Tara. Ano, sa ako naman na.
Saan pagkuha ba?
Naa sila sa tunga-tunga.